Okay, I'm out here this evening. This is June the 10th, and I just got home from work here not too long ago. I'm going to get into this hive right here and check this swarm out that I caught. This is the one I caught down at the church. These are a black looking bee, and I'm going to get in here and check this out, and then we'll go up here. You probably already seen the video of the swarm I caught there the other day. We'll go up and we'll check it and see if that queen's laying up there, if I have time to do that here tonight. It's getting kind of late. It's 7 o'clock, but we'll get into this and we'll check these out. Always check the inner cover to make sure the queen isn't on there, because I have taken this off before and had queens on there. But you can see the bees right there. They are starting to put a little bit of nectar in here. Got eggs and brood in this frame here. Got some cat brood here. Here's the queen. She's a dark queen. If you can see her. I'll try to show you her again if I can find her. She's kind of hard to find. Right here she is. Well, I'll put her back. There's brood and eggs in here, so we'll get her put back, and I'll check this hive in a couple weeks again. I found nectar in here and pollen, so we'll get this thing put back together. But anyhow, I'll get the top put back on this. I found eggs and brood in here and some larvae. all different stages of larvae, and I found nectar in here, and we've seen the queen. So they're starting to build up and do what they need to do. So we'll get the top back on them, and like I said, I'll get back in here in a couple weeks and we'll check this again. But I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not. All my bees that I keep is what in the beekeeping community what they call mutts. Because all the bees that I have here in these hives, all my hives, and I've got 17 hives now, they're all bees that I have caught, swarms that I have caught. And like this box here, it made it through last winter, so this was a swarm I caught last winter. And then my long hive right here, it made it through the winter. And these are bees that I caught. It was a swarm that I caught. But these bees are looking pretty good. We'll go up here and we'll check that swarm that I caught here Saturday and see if that queen is starting to lay. I think she was a virgin queen, so we'll go up and see if they're doing anything yet. Hi, dear. But anyhow, we'll get into this little nuke right here. Like I said, that's a swarm that you seen me catch. And I had to keep that queen caged up for a couple days, and then I turned her, well, actually I kept her caged up Saturday night, and then I turned her loose in here on Sunday afternoon. So we'll get in here and we'll see if she started doing anything yet. Somebody had watched one of my videos and asked me about the shingles, said that was a good idea. Well, what I do, I put these shingles on here and it keeps this box dry, and it sheds the water on, when it rains on these things. That's why I do that. That I caught. You can see them right here. I don't see her on there. But we'll look. I don't want to set this frame down until I make sure she's not on here. Okay, right here she is. So I'll see if I can see some eggs in here. I don't see any eggs in here yet. But right there you can see them. And like I said, it was, you seen how big the swarm was, so I'd say she's a young queen. I am seeing a few eggs in here on this side here. So she is starting to lay. But anyhow, I did find some eggs in here. She's just started. So we'll get her covered back up, and I'll check these in a couple weeks. I will tell you, I was working them where I work at today, and I work on a farm for WVU, and I was brush hogging, and I got into some thistles, and the bees are hitting the thistle, the Canadian thistle now, is what we call it around here. And they must be making stuff off that, and the white clover's starting to come out here, around here too. Right here's the 2-frame mating nuke you see me make up, and what I end up doing with this thing, I'm not going to get in here, but what I end up doing here was I found a queen cell in one of my hives down there on the end of the house, and I took, I think, 1 or 2 of them, and I put in here. So hopefully they make a queen here. But that's my 2-frame mating nuke, and them bees come from over on the hill behind my dad's place. While I'm out here doing this tonight, I'm going to go ahead and check this hive out. This was a split from over at my dad's, and I took the original queen out of the hive over there. She's getting old, and I went ahead and put her in here. I just want to see if she's laying eggs and making brood now. So we'll get in here and we'll do this. We'll give them a little puff of smoke to let them know I'm coming. See her. Right there she is. But right there she is. So I'll put her back in here and we'll be done with this. What I'll end up having to do to this one, I'll put another box on top of this. But anyhow, I'm going to end this video here. What I did here tonight, I got into the swarm that I caught down at the church, the black bees, and I checked them out. There's eggs and brood in there, and they're starting to build up, and I found some nectar in there. And then we went up and we checked the swarm out that I caught here on Saturday, and I found eggs in there as well. And then we come down, and this is a split I made last week from the hive over at my dad's, and we checked it out, and I've got brood and larvae in there. So they made it, they're starting to lay eggs and get built up now. So that's what I did here tonight. But anyhow, I'm going to get off here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all on the next one. And may the good Lord bless you all. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe if you're new here. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. I would appreciate it. And I appreciate all your support.